Coming up on this week's All About Hennessey show,
we meet Andrea Jimenez, Hennessey's new third grade teacher, and Daniel Powers, Pride of Hennessey's new band director. This show made possible in part by Cimarron Electric, serving members in Northwest Oklahoma with clean, reliable power since 1936. CimarronElectric.com.
and Seaboard Foods. At Seaboard Foods, our work matters to our families, our communities, and the people who rely on us to produce delicious pork products. Today, I have Andrea.
Jimenez.
See, I wasn't going to pronounce that. And she is Hennessey's new third grade teacher, right?
Yes,
And
correct.
you're from Kingfisher. And when did you tell me about your when you graduated and how you went through school? Not talking well today.
So I graduated from Kingfisher in 2016. From there, I transferred to NOC Enid and was there for, I think, 3.5 years.
Now, did you say you started with nursing?
I did. I started with nursing, and after one semester, I was like, this isn't for me. So, growing up, I always knew I wanted to do something where I was helping others.
Right.
So that's what I thought of nursing first, helping patients. And so when I knew nursing wasn't for me, I said, what else can I do? Where else, where could I find my passion? And I'm like, teaching, duh.
That's still helping people?
Yeah, we're helping
Yes.
the little people. And so after NOC, I transferred over to Northwestern Oklahoma State University in Enid as well. And that's where I completed my bachelor's in elementary education just this past May.
Wow. Oh, this is your first year.
This is my first year. I
Wow!
am a
Congratulations.
first year teacher. Thank you.
Yes. You were telling me a little bit about the rivalry thing.
Yes. As I was telling him, growing up in Kingfisher, I never even thought about Hennessey. I always heard about this rivalry between Hennessey and Kingfisher and never even thought about stepping foot in here. But when we were supposed to choose a school for student teaching, I was thinking, oh, what's close to home where I don't have to drive, too many minutes or so. So then I chose Hennessey. The first day I walked into that building, I think it was love at first sight. Mr. Crosswhite, my teammates, Katie Matthews, Caitlin Norton, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful people. And I think they were pretty much a big, determinant in me deciding to be
See,
here
we're best
in
kept
Hennessey.
secret.
Yeah.
People can go ahead and think Hennessy's kind of weird, but once you get in there and check us out, you can.
Yes,
yeah.
it's pretty
It's
great.
a pretty neat deal. Now, you did what did you do at St. Peter and Paul?
At St. Peter and Paul, right before we closed because of COVID, I was a teacher. Well, I did a lot of things. I was whatever they needed me. A teacher's assistant. I worked in the office with Stacy Pine, Father Francis. I substituted when I was needed, so I did a little bit of everything there. That was also a big, determinant in me deciding, this is what I want to do probably for the rest of my life. So
That's very cool to really find that connection, something that
Yes.
really made you want to go down that track. It took me a little while to figure. I'm still figuring it out. Now, you were telling me about this class rotation. Is this something that is new, or is this something that's just new to you?
it's new to me because I was used to you don't rotate until 4th grade is when we start rotation.
I guess the way traditional, because it was when I grew up, you went to your classroom in elementary and you stayed there with that teacher all day long.
All day long.
And now you are rotating.
So I was student teaching there in Hennessey, like I mentioned earlier, and they were rotating just for math and reading. This year, because there's only going to be 3 of us, we're going to rotate 3 times where Mrs. Matthews will teach math, Miss Norton will teach reading, vocabulary, spelling, and I will be teaching science and social studies, and all of us will be doing our homeroom grammar. So.
That's pretty cool. Well, that helps break up the day, too.
Yes, it really
gives you
does.
a fresh bunch. If you get tired of one, you get a new one a couple hours later. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Now, and this is kind of funny because you were telling me that you want something for your room.
I want lots of things.
You want
for my room.
you wanted an animal.
Yes. So there is a grant that's out there. I don't know if a lot of people know, but it's for like PetSmart, Petco, and there's other ones that you can choose from. But I want a class pet because, why not?
A horse or a pony or...
I'm thinking a guinea pig, something smaller, Yeah.
Better, easy to manage, yes.
Yes. And I was just thinking it could just enhance the whole classroom, the learning. Like I said, I'm going to be doing science, so learning about the life cycle and everything, I said, what better way than, to have a pet?
How about a fly? We got a pet fly in here,
Yeah.
apparently. Yeah, I'll bring them over later. And then the cool thing was, of course, you're bilingual, and that's really, really important for young kids coming in, even the ones that, I've been in kindergarten all the way up through, that you're able to communicate and help them out, because I've heard some not so great stories about kids just go ahead, and they don't speak English well, and
that was one of the things that most amazed me here from Kingfisher Public Schools. When they announce something on the intercom, it comes on in English and Spanish.
really,
Like fire drills, tornado drills. So, because I know a lot of kids will come in during, sometimes the beginning of the year, during probably a few months after the year has already started. And if they're coming from, straight from Mexico or another
Anywhere.
Hispanic another country that English isn't the main language, it's difficult. It's scary.
I call that respect.
Yes.
Regardless of where you're from or who you are, that's respect. You're helping them with everything, all the resources you have.
Exactly.
So, very, very cool. So, if you're in the elementary building, check out Andrea. Last name?
Jimenez.
That one. And good luck.
Thank
We'll probably
you.
check up with you at the end of the year, see how it went, and stay tuned. This show made possible in part by DK Recycling of Hennessey, 405-853-6951, and Integris Bass Baptist Health Center, IntegrisOK.com. And I finally have somebody taller than me in here. This is cool. Usually we have to put a concrete block for someone to stand on.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Meet Daniel Powers. He is Hennessy's new Pride of Hennessey band director. Is
That's right.
Did I get that right?
That's right.
Very cool. Where are you from originally, Daniel?
I grew up in Hinton.
Okay.
I wore the red and white of the Hinton Comets all growing up. So,
Does Hennessey play Hinton?
yeah, we do.
think-
I believe it's like, I want to say third game or something like that.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
get to meet some people.
Yeah,
you
so I'll
probably
get,
know.
yeah.
No pressure.
And some of my hometown people I know, they know I'm up here now. So,
And then you went to, you said Southwestern?
yeah,
your
I
music degree?
got my music degree at Southwestern, played tuba in the Department of Music.
He's a real band
It's
guy.
a very well-known
Yeah.
music department. Lots of successful band directors have come out of there over the decades.
And you have you have led some pretty good schools. You've been to, where did you say you were at Sealing for 10 years?
Yeah, I was at Sealing. I've been at Sealing the past 10 years, and before that, I was an assistant at Enid High School.
Okay.
And I ended up being
That's a big
also,
band.
Yeah, it's a very impressive
Wow.
program. Very impressive Class 6A Division I program.
Yep.
And I was also involved with Longfellow Middle School.
Okay.
I started out I was an assistant there, and ended up taking over that program while being an assistant at the high school simultaneously.
And your I don't know if you call it friends, but you have been acquaintance with Hennessy's principal,
Yeah.
Joshua Franklin.
Yeah.
No. Joshua Faulkner. Sorry, Josh. I'm failing at names today. Ivan can edit this out maybe if he feels like it. Because you guys have interacted a lot. I guess even way back at
Yeah,
where you were growing up.
Yeah, we crossed paths when he was growing up. He's quite a bit younger than I am, but we crossed paths when he was in high school, growing up. And when I was in high school at Hinton, his dad was band director at Carnegie
Okay.
back then, and that's where I got acquainted with his dad, and we crossed paths numerous times over the years.
Now, you're a little more traditional band than our last director was.
Yeah.
What were the three things you said are important?
Brass, woodwinds, and percussion.
There you go. Very cool.
I mean, it's brass, woodwinds, percussion. That's basically what that's what a basic instrumental music program is in a school.
Okay.
Brass, woodwinds, and percussion. It's and it dates back a couple centuries, but
I didn't realize that
Yeah.
that's the foundation of
That's pretty
of a
much.
band.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you a marching band guy or a stage band?
Oh,
guy?
I can do either one: marching band, jazz band, concert band. Concert band is where you a lot of people say that's where you make the real music. The stage band, jazz band, that's where you play the fun stuff,
Yep.
and that's where you usually have the kids that are very serious about it.
Yep.
And the marching band, I've been places where getting a good marching band was a struggle, but the concert band was really strong.
Yep.
And then there's been schools I've been to where it's the opposite, where
I
the
don't
marching
know enough
band
about it. I just
and
think they're
here
pretty cool
they're
anyway.
into the marching band here pretty good, and
Okay.
and they've had some very good marching band programs here over the years.
Neat. That's really cool. It's good to hear someone at your level that you've already. Have you checked us out? Have you been to any performances? Or you were at the Christmas one, was it?
I was at
Christmas?
I came to the spring concert here last
That's what it
spring
was.
because that was shortly right after I was hired.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, okay, let's go to a concert, and then we had about I want to say 6 or 8 kids involved in Classic Bowl at Woodward over the early
Yes,
summer.
yes.
And
Yep.
I'm involved in that.
Okay, so
And
you've
so-
worked with some of the kids over the summer.
Yeah, a little bit.
already.
I've gotten acquainted with a few of them.
And then you had Meet the Teacher just last night, and got
Yeah.
to meet some of
Yeah, I
some
met
of the gang.
met probably a dozen kids, 5th through 12th grade.
So is Dr. Farrell still going to be your sidekick?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll find out.
He can fill in
If he wants to
you need
be,
Sure.
if
yes.
he wants to be.
He's
I'm
good in
not
case
gonna-
you had a
Yeah.
band injury or something.
Right? Yeah,
Yes. Good.
yeah. I'm not gonna. If he wants to, I'm not gonna argue with him.
And then your first debut, if you would, is Meet the Eagles.
Right.
That's like next week.
Yeah,
Or this Sunday.
Yeah, this coming Sunday.
Okay. This is, we probably backdated this. He has already been through Meet the Eagles. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. We're,
Okay, we've already
we're a
been.
week behind, but that's okay.
Okay.
And then October 1st. What was October 1st? Was the first.
Tri-State's marching contest is October 1st.
That's it. Well,
in-
that's
in
like
Enid High
pretty
School.
quick.
It's not too early, not too late. We've got a couple of invitational contests I want to go to before that, but
Get your feet wet.
yeah,
with
get our
with
feet wet,
with a
see
little bit.
see where we are, what we need to do, and then Tri-State on October 1st, and then a couple of weeks after that will be the OSSAA regional,
Okay.
and
then,
that's the one we're going for right there.
And then the first.
That's the one.
Oh, you're going to be ready. You're going to
yeah,
bring the
that's-
trophy home.
That's what we're wanting to do.
Awesome.
That's what we
I'm
wanna
ready.
do.
All About Hennessey
there's-
will have to feature the band
and
with
we're-
their trophy.
And Superiors at OSSAA regionals. There's quite a few of those plaques in the band room. There's quite a few of those.
Nice.
There's quite a few. There's a dozen or so.
We have a pet fly in here. I'm going to send him home with you if that's okay. All right. And then your first big Hennessey debut is October, what did I say, August 26th, the
Yeah,
first home
first
football,
home football
game.
game. Yeah.
Awesome. And
Yep.
you're going to have your marching thing
We'll have
ready?
some. We'll have something ready.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where you start and kind of add to it as you go.
Yep.
Just add as you go. Improve your quality.
Can you give us a hint what your
Well,
theme's going to be yet?
Well, we really don't have a theme. You really don't have to have a marching band theme.
Okay.
You really don't. And we're at the program's at the stage to where just find some music the kids are going to be able to play well. Play well.
Yep.
Quality over quantity.
The costumes aren't as important as
No. Do you play?
Getting it.
Play well and
Yep.
do you march well?
Yep.
And the basic philosophy of the marching band is play well, number one. March well, and you get a 1. Play well, march
Really?
well, get a 1.
Okay.
That's what
a
you're going
good
for.
theory. Okay, I like that. Okay.
That's the basic music educational theory with marching band.
Awesome.
Play well, march well, get a 1.
All right. Come and see them at the first home football game, August 26th. Daniel, thank you so much for hanging out.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. Be sure to click the subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to be sure you never miss an episode of the All About Hennessey Show. Check out this week's All About Hennessey Post newspaper and subscribe for free at allabouthennessey.com.